Hello and welcome to this Warhammer Fantasy Age of Sigmar battle report with me, Marc, from the Xenoviz channel. And today with me, of course, I have...
Hi, I'm Ian. Hello.
He's Ian, hello. So today is going to be a battle report for the High Elves versus Ian's Lizardmen, not Dwarves, Lizardmen. So what we've done is we've both agreed to having a 66 wound limit. You can have 3 heroes or casters in that category, and you can have a maximum of 3 monsters as well on your army side, I guess. We've set the terrain up. We'll go through everything on the board and the armies deployed and stuff like that for you now. Okay, so the terrain has been put and the armies have deployed. I'll quickly talk about the terrain. Over here on this side of the field, we haven't really focused anything, but we've got damned, deadly, mystical, sinister, arcane, and deadly again. We'll go through the rules for them if it comes into play in the game, because there's a nice long rules table there. I rolled off and beat Ian for deployment, so I chose to do this setup to be nice and simple, and I got this side. However, Ian's army has less models, so he was able to deploy first, so he will be taking the first turn. So looking at the army, he has 8 Saurus cavalry. Yeah. 16 Saurus warriors.
Yeah.
A Scar veteran on a Carnosaur. A Stegosaurus. Stegodon. Has he got anything on him? Has he got a bow or anything? Or?
No, he's got the skink things.
Skink things. Then you've got a priest, and then the whatever this is, armoured hulking beast. Bastillodon. On the High Elf side, I've got 16 spearmen, a Lawmaster and a mage in there on the arcane mystical spell terrain. I've got 10 Phoenix Guard, 10 White Lions, a Prince on a Griffin, and 10 Swordmasters behind the Griffin, all hunkered in this corner, trying to kind of wait for Ian to come at me, because we've played a couple of games off camera which were actually quite a lot of fun, and Lizardmen hit hard and they've got a high bravery and it's a little bit scary. So like I said, Ian was able to deploy his army first, and as it says in the rules, you will be going first, sir. So let's go into turn 1 of Age of Sigmar. First things first is your hero phase. What are you going to do in your hero phase? So
my Star Veteran, who is my
general,
general, he's going to do his command ability, which is basically a Saurus unit within 15 inches. If they roll 6s when they attack, they get an extra attack. So I'm going to give it to these guys over here. Okie dokie.
The Carnosaur cavalry. Okay, so this scenery is a 5, which is mystical. On a roll of a 1 for a unit within 3 inches, they become befuddled and can't do anything. On a roll of a 2 to 6, they can re-roll failed to wound rolls until the next hero phase. So roll a d6 for the cavalry and the Saurus warriors. The cavalry are 5, Saurus warriors. Ooh, both fine, so you're re-rolling to wound hits until your next hero. Okay, so Ian has declared the abilities of these Lizardmen. It's a little bit different. High Elves don't really have a lot of abilities that aren't offensive and helping them a lot. I've got a lot of re-rolls, which we'll go through for each of the units during combat phases, I'm sure. But abilities here, they've got drums, and when they beat the drums, they get to do what, Ian?
Move twice as quick.
Move twice as quick. So let's see where they go.
Can't run or charge this turn.
That's fine.
So they've got 14. Yeah?
But what it does is, you're in my side of the field, and now it kind of leads me to want to charge, but you've got lots of re-rolls happening because of your being from the ability of your general and that terrain piece. So the cavalry has moved up to within a few inches of this, and the Saurus warriors have been moving up as well. Monsters are brilliant in this game at the first few turns, we're finding. but as soon as they start to lose wounds, their stats do tend to go down. So it's got a huge movement of his monsters, and he does have 3 of them, so it's going to be very interesting to see how the monsters fare against a lot of infantry. Iain doing a slight tactical error there. He's wanting to move his Carnosaur over there, but he has to go around. If a model has fly, like this, and a lot of flying monsters, they can just go over terrain and units, whatever they want to do. So, looks like you're stuck there. Okay, moving forward now with another monster of doom, and moving the last monster 5 inches, and then moving the spellcaster into terrain. The end of the hero and movement phase for you, which is really cool. You can now do some shooting. I don't have any shooting in this army, so it's going to be quite interesting to see what you can do. What are you going to do first?
My searing beam from my Bastillodon
Into
the I want to call them Phoenix.
You would be correct. The Phoenix Guard. Do
2d6 attacks. Excellent.
2.
2 attacks. 4s. No. Yes, 4s. Yes.
It's a good start.
Good.
But that is everything on Iain's side of the field. Turn 1, advancing forward. A lot of monsters and Saurus is coming at me. So now it's going to go into the High Elves. Turn 1.
They're all huddled in the corner. Are you going to do your command? What is your command things?
I am going to make I'm going to make the White Lions immune to the combat test thing what we have to do.
Bravery test.
Yeah, battle shock. They're immune to the battle shock for this turn. Stupidly, what we found in the other games, these guys are act as snipers, mages really, and they are able to do a couple of hits of mortal wounds. Yeah, mortal wounds on a unit. However, in this game, I'm not actually within range to do it. But we found that taking a few wounds here and there has been quite deadly. Unfortunately, no. So that's my hero phase completed.
It's the movement phase.
Oh no, sorry.
Oh, you said it. I heard you say it.
I'm just moving these.
You sacrificing them.
See, this is the thing. The spearmen are exactly the same. Because there's no points to the game, and it's usually done by wounds per army. Spearmen are the same wounds as, say, the Phoenix Guard, the Swordmasters, and the White Lions. But all of these are better. The ones I've just knocked over. They're all better at what they do. They've got more attacks, better armour, etc., etc. However, the reason they're better is because they're about £20 for a box of 16, and these are £25 for a box of 10. So Games Workshop wants you to buy these ones because they're a hell of a lot better, and there's no different in points anymore. They used to be about 9 points, they used to be about 13, 14 points in the old system. Games Workshop are very clever. That is now my movement, so we're going to go into the shooting phase. I have no shooting, so we're going to go into the combat phase where I'm going to try and attempt some charges.
Guard into the Saurus Warriors. It needs about a 9. Nope.
That's an 8. I do believe my banners let me re-roll something. No?
No.
Models in this unit can re-roll any dice rolls of a 1 when determining how far they can run or charge. No, that is a failed job.
White Lions into the cavalry, they need about a 6 or a 7. Again, you can re-roll that 1. Doesn't help though. It does. That is in. They are fine.
They are absolutely in. However, Saurus Cavalry are devastating.
Wow. Is it only those 2 going in?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Only Griffin? Where's he going?
Let's go crazy and go into your general. I was going to go for the Saurus Warriors, but I want to see what 2 monsters go against each other like. That is it.
Deadly battle of deadliness. Okay, first.
Yeah, I get to choose first. I'm going to choose, obviously, I'm going to do the monster one first.
Okay.
Because I want to do as much damage to your general as possible. So I will go first in that one. I'll just get my stats up. And
starting with this combat here with the eagle.
Going to do the Starwood Lance.
Starwood Lance!
Add 1 to the wound rolls and damage of the Starwood Lance if the model charged in the same turn. First, I need to hit it on a 3+. 1 missed. And now I need a 3+ to wound. No! That is brilliant. It's a brilliant start. Next, I'm going to do the Starblade.
Starblade.
Freeze to hit. And force to wound. That is 2 normal 1 damage results for you.
And I have an armour of 4. Ta-da! I've lost 2 wounds.
Now I'm going to do the Griffin's Razor Sharp Beak. To hit, I need a 3+. Definitely needed that one. I now need a 3+ to wound. That is a 4. Now this is a -1 rend, but
doesn't affect me because I have Stardrake shields. I ignore 1.
It's to rend.
So for
now this does D6 damage.
Ouch. No.
5. Wow. Last one is
7.
the Griffin's Wicked Talons.
Wicked Talons.
6 attacks because I haven't suffered any wounds, but I need 4s to hit. And now I need Freeze to wound. This is a -1 rend, but you ignore that. That's 4 wounds, and they do 1 damage each.
I lost 1 more. That's the attacks from the Griffin done. I'm going to declare my cavalry goes next. So let's see how they get on.
So after piling, they look like this. Iain and his Lizardmen have a quite some unique abilities. They've got a few different weapons on them, and you get to decide what weapons you've loaded them out with. And he's loaded them out with the swords, so he's going to do those attacks. What do you need?
3s.
Freeze to hit?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Wow, that's a good roll. And to wound?
3s.
That's, you're rolling good there. Okay, that was 5 wounds done, and yeah, so I have a 4-up save. And 2 die. Got more attacks though.
Yeah, so the powerful jaws and Stardrake shield. So basically bite you and smack you over the head with my shield. I forgot to see if I rolled any 6s for their swords because of the command ability, but I'll make sure I remember this time.
One of those hit, and now to wound you need
a 3, but I get to re-roll.
Because of the terrain you were in earlier.
Yes. No.
Okay. And Cold One's Vicious Bite next.
This is 2 attacks each.
Wow. See, a lot of attacks from cavalry. They're quite good in life, really, at what they do. There's a whole lot of fighting happening. What did you need to roll?
I needed 3s.
Does your command ability work on the Saurus Warriors? I presume
have a look.
Or it works on them, so I presume it would work on the whole unit. Because they're just part of your profile.
Just read the rules. It says until the next hero phase, whenever you roll a hit of a 6 for a model in a unit that has this ability, the model can immediately make 1 more additional attack using the same weapon. So it's still a weapon, so they still get to hit.
5 more additional attacks if you want to roll those additional attacks and then do all the wounds together. I don't think it stacks if you roll 6s again.
No.
But you didn't.
They all hit.
Wow. Wow.
So now I need 4s. No rend, 1 damage.
So that was 6 wounds. I got 4 up save. Oh yeah.
So it's back to it's back to you for combat, and you've only got 1 thing.
So Iain's just realised he forgot to re-roll his wounds for a few of those.
Stupid scenery thing.
So Age of Sigmar rules. Essentially, there's 4 pages. Well, that's what you're led to believe. However, each terrain piece has its own set of rules that you have to remember, and then each model has many different rules you have to remember. So there are many rules in this game, but
it's not just many rules. It's just the fact that you've got to remember like all the rules for each thing. It's no like standard.
But it is quite funny seeing
yeah.
You know. I'm going to attack back. I don't have a lot of models left, so we'll see what I can do.
Handful of attacks here.
Freeze and freeze.
Freeze and threes.
-1 to rend, which you ignore.
Yes.
Because you're Lizardmen.
Yes.
Silly.
Mm.
Do I get a new reroll?
Yeah, check that now. Yeah.
So that many 2, 4, 6 wounds on your.
Because I ignore the rend because I've got shields that are from something special. There you go. I've just lost 4 wounds. 2 dead. Am I attacking with the Carnosaur? Rawr.
So attacking back, what are you going to use first?
So it's the Celestite Great Blade. I have 3 attacks, 4s to hit. Excellent. 3s to wound. -1 rend, and it's 2 damage.
Okay, so I have a 5 up save now, which I did not make, so I've lost. Now doing the Fearsome Jaws attack.
1 attack, 4s to hit.
It's a miss. Jaws clawed 4 limbs of doom. It's just like clawing at it.
Need 5s to hit.
Because I wounded you so greatly.
Yes.
Massive jaws chomping on the griffin's wing.
I get 2 attacks, 3s.
1 hit.
3.
That is a wound.
-1, and it's D3 damage.
I have saved it. I do apologise.
Why? Because that's life.
That's life. Bravery tests. You have lost 4 wounds here.
Yeah, but +6 to that would be 10. The highest you can roll on a dice is 6.
So you're automatically passed with that group.
I don't lose any wounds.
Because Lizardmen have such high bravery, it's insane. My Griffin, I lost 2, but my bravery is 8. So even on a D6...
Once again, 6 is the highest. Can't do anything.
Yours?
So my Carnosaur, I've lost 8 wounds. His bravery is 10. So I'm hoping for a 1 or a 2 here. Quite simply. There it is. He's dead.
That being a 5. Lost wounds there.
No, he has 1 wound left.
1 wound left! Ooh! It is now turn 2, and we have to roll off.
Beat that.
I beat that.
You did. You go.
Weirdly, I didn't move them, and I forgot we actually roll off. I presumed you were going to advance forward. So again, I can't snipe monsters, and now you're laughing at me. Is make my Phoenix Guard immune to battle shock tests for this turn.
Have you moved your wizards?
No, because I'm that crazy. There we go. Everything else is advanced forward. The spearmen have come across to kind of become a shield for the wizards, as they are good snipers. Swordmasters have advanced slowly. The Phoenix Guard have advanced their full 6. I have no shooting, so we'll go straight into the combat phase. I am going to charge the Phoenix Guard into the Saurus Warriors.
Yes.
They are in.
Are you going to use first?
Phoenix Guard.
Okay.
Choose the Phoenix Guard, so pile in 3 inches And then I'll grab some dice.
So we started with the Phoenix Guard. 3s to hit. No. Again to wound.
I'm going to call these my high elf dice. These like my elves. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 wounds.
Again, rending doesn't apply because I've got the shields of
I don't have any
Saurus
anyway.
stuff. So just get some dice. They are only 5-ups though. That is 2 6s, another 6, a 6, 4s. I only wanted to roll evens in that roll apparently.
Oh wow. A rule to this game. I've chosen to do the Phoenix Guard. Now Iain gets to choose what fights back. He's decided to do the Saurus Cavalry. Interesting. Who are you going to do first?
They're blades, so 3s and 3s.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna say something now. It hasn't been your next hero phase or whatever. Did you roll any 6?
That is true.
Which means if you'd rolled any 6s, which I think you did roll 1 at least.
I rolled 2 6s.
You get to re-roll them. However, you don't get to re-roll the wounds because that was the effect of the terrain. So do the hero phase one.
It's fine.
Okay.
Carry on.
Carry on.
I did think, yeah.
Okay. Got to remember these things.
That because obviously it's my next hero phase. I just assumed at turn 2 it's just like boom, gone, but it's not. It says in the rules.
Interesting dynamics to the game. Okay, so
next hero phase, but you've got 4 anyway.
Any rends?
No rends, 1 damage.
I've lost. Now they're powerful draws and Star Drake shields. No 6s. What did you need?
5s.
Okay, and to wound?
4s.
That is not a wound.
1's vicious bite.
There's a few 6s. Those 2 missed. Now what do you need?
4s.
4s to wound.
Oh, they're 2 attacks each.
Got some more dice to roll. Okay, so 4s to wound, did you say, or 3s?
4s.
Okay, that's pretty. Yeah, that's the squad deleted, I think. But I'll roll the dice. So, gonna roll the dice down. All 6. Yeah, you killed 2. Was it rending?
No.
I've chosen to take down the standard and the hornblower, which leaves me with my last guy. If I choose to fight him first. No, I choose to do the griffin next. I will do the griffin next. Because I want to go first against Chikansor.
The Starblade.
Freeze. Ooh. And then 4s. 1 damage each. He's dead. Woo! Iain. And he's going to do his Saurus Warriors with their many, many attacks. Let's see what you can do. Okay, grabbing some dice there. What do you need to hit?
4s. Terrible. And then I need 3s. That's 1 damage, no rend.
That is 1 dead.
Now there's shields and jaws. 5s.
Ooh, look at them! Any rends to this?
No rend, 1 damage.
Yeah, 2 dead. I've just realised they've got Witness of Destiny. Whenever a Phoenix Guard suffers a wound or mortal wound, roll a dice. If the result is a 4 or more, the wound or mortal wound is ignored. So it's like a 4-up feel no pain, which I made with that one. I forgot the previous one, but I remembered with this one, so I'll take 1 up. Rawr! All hit. Rawr! That is 2 wounds. No rends. Yeah!
These guys have lost 2, their bravery is 10, so they are fine. How many did your White Lions lose though?
You killed the banner and the hornblower.
No, I killed 4 altogether, I believe. Because you had 5 at the beginning of this turn.
Yeah. Definitely killed the banner and the hornblower.
So, 4, and your bravery is
7.
So you need a 3 or lower to keep him alive. Oh,
yeah!
Well done. That was impressive.
Thank you.
Phoenix Guard don't do it because they've got their special ability. My guys, I lost 5. My bravery is 10, so I need a 5 or less to keep me from having any wounds. There you go. So they are all fine. Let's go into my turn. 2.
So I've gone with the print out the pages kind of method, and Ian's using his tablet to scroll through all the time.
I don't have a viable printer.
Yeah. Just shows that you can Games Workshop, because these are free, Games Workshop have given you the rules, which is very excellent. The movement has occurred. The monsters are going to try and take revenge on losing the Carnosaur. So you've done your movement phase. Shooting phase, what are you going to do?
I'm going to start with the Skink Priest and his Starbolt.
Starbolt at
the
Griffin.
Prince.
It is D3 attacks. That is not what you wanted.
3 to hit.
Neither is that.
3 to wound. -1 rend and 1 damage. No!
Stegodon shooting attack.
Throwing the javelins at your face.
Go on then.
Meteorically.
Go on then.
I need 5s.
1.
And 4s.
It's your it's your hero phase. You should have rolled for that, and you could have had reroll wounds on your Saurus warriors from that terrain.
You're right.
What happened?
I think I need a note just saying remember terrain.
Yeah.
I've wounded you. It's
You are a
no
dwarf.
rend, just 1 damage.
It doesn't affect it.
Okay, but I've still got other attacks.
Sunflower of Doom.
Fire.
Sunflowers of Doom.
Need 3.
Oh, that's good.
I need 3.
That's good.
And it's no rend, 1 damage.
No, these are my high elf dice.
On a Doom.
So it's 2d6 attacks.
That's better. 8 now.
I need 4s. 2. 2 from 8.
You're rolling like me.
These are clearly not my Lizardmen dice. Now I need 3s. They're -1 rend. And they're 2 damage.
1 goes through. You've just done 2 damage there, so I have lost 4 wounds in total. You're throwing meteoric javelins. You've got big names for your weapons, don't you?
5s.
But no effect. Any charges to declare?
Yes, the Bastillodon
Yeah.
into your Griffin.
Go for it. On a roll of a 7, you are in.
And the Stegodon.
Ooh, you're only about an inch away. Do you think you can make it? You only rolled a 8. You're just in, baby. 2, you get to decide who's gonna do the attacks first.
Stegodon.
Stegodon! Attacks from the Stegodon.
I need 3s.
Okay, that's 2 hits.
And 3 to wound.
That is 1 wound.
It is...
A rend.
Yes, hang on. It's -3 to your end.
Okay, so I don't have an
And it's
armor.
damage 2.
Okay, I don't have any armor then.
Yeah.
So you've just damaged me down to 6. You've just done. Yeah, Snowian.
Guess how many attacks it is?
20.
3d6. So 18 at maximum.
You're gonna roll 14 minus
Or 7.
lots. 7 is still enough to kill it. What do you need to hit?
4s then 3s.
Okay. Good roll. Not so good roll. Any rends?
No rends, 1 damage.
Yeah, you've done 1 damage. So that is now the dice doesn't actually go up to 7. So let's add a dice to that.
Phoenix Guard are going to attack the Saurus Warriors. I think you need better rolling than those 5.
I need 3s to wound.
Ah!
So
You just
that's-
removed a 3.
You say that. 2, 4, 7. That's how I count.
2, 4, 7.
Like the shed thing all over again.
Yeah, 4, only 3. It's rubbing off. Your bad counting is rubbing off onto me.
Okay. I've taken 3 Saurus warriors down. You get to decide now: cavalry, warriors, or one of your other dinosaur things.
Bastillodon.
Is that what you're deciding?
Yes.
Bastillodon, trying to take down my hero. Doing your Bastillodon.
3 attacks, 3 up, 3 to wound. That's nice. 3 to wound. It's not quite as nice. They are -1 rend, d3 damage.
Okay. I saved one of them, so you get to do a D3 damage. That is 3 damage. And yeah, he's only got 10 wounds. So yeah, my general is dead. I'm going to do the lion's attacks now. 2, 1. 1. Yep, you get to attack me and kill him. How many is that?
3.
Yeah, it's probably enough. Yeah, it's enough. You just killed the white lion. That ends turn 2 of the game. So going into turn 3, we will do a roll off again.
I rolled first last time.
Yeah, 6.
What? Okay. I'll obviously go first again. Yes, I'll go first again.
He's doing some shooting from the wizard.
All wizards can use the spells described below. A wizard can only attempt to cast each spell once per turn. So what I'll do is Arcane Bolt. Need 18 inches. I'm finally in range now. So to cast a spell, you roll 2 dice and you have to get better than its value. So I need to get a 5 or more with this. But I've got a +1 because I'm in the Arcane Ruins. Yes. So one of them goes through. What it is, you suffer D3 mortal wounds. That is 2, but you've got a special ability, haven't you?
Yeah, on my Bastillodon.
That one there.
My Bastillodon special ability. Can you see it? Can you? Can you see it? Impervious defense. When you make, is it that one? Yes. When you make save rolls for a Bastillodon, ignore the attacker's rend characteristic completely. In addition, roll a dice whenever it suffers a mortal wound. On a result of a 4 or higher, the wound is ignored.
Well, you've suffered 2 mortal wounds. You have to roll 2 dice then.
Oh! Ta-da! Bastillodon. Safe as houses. The wizard is doing the same thing. That's not going to cut it, even with your +1 Arcane Ruins, because you needed 5. So technically you needed 4.
Yeah.
That's 2. Awkward.
Yeah, I failed in the magic phase. Viewers may have seen that we've just gone on to turn 3 and forgotten to attack with the Saurus Warriors. I'm going to buy you a notepad and pen whenever we play this game, I think.
Yeah, there's just bits to remember.
Right, into the movement phase now.
These 2 troops have moved.
I'm going to
Go straight into the assault.
Run the Spearmen 3 inches, just to kind of bring them round here a little bit. And then I'm going to charge the Swordmasters into your Bastillodon.
Bastillodon. Yeah, I'll allow that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
They are not going to survive.
Good.
I'm like a brick wall.
You are. I choose them to go first.
They are going first. Golly. 21 attacks, 3s and then 3s.
Any rolls of a 1 to hit, I get to re-roll. Which is good. So I'll take all the 2s out. Is that part of it?
Yes.
I think it was. Yeah. Yeah, and then 3. -1 rend, but as Iain pointed out, the Bastillodon doesn't take rending at all, it's hard, so 3s. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 saves. Wounds, but you have a 3-up armor save.
Amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's dead.
Excellent. That was not... I'm sorry you rolled so poorly. You do love your lizards.
I like the Bastillodon. He's armed.
If you were a dinosaur, who would you be?
I would be something like a Bastillodon or a Cychania. A Cychania is kind of what a Bastillodon is.
You are a dino geek. I'd be probably a raptor.
You would be a raptor.
Nimble and...
You're not nimble though.
Dodgy knees. The Saurus Warriors next.
I think it's 3s and 3s.
Take my breath away.
Or is it 4s and 3s?
Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum. Scrolling again. What did you get?
Not very good rolls. But there, they all wound.
Any rends?
No rends. Yes.
You killed 3 of them.
Yes.
Your more attacks from that unit that you have.
It's time 5s. And then 4s.
Yep, 2 dead.
What do you need?
Freeze. I didn't roll the feel no pain thing again. I forgot the.
When he says feel no pain, basically he ignores it on a 4+.
I need to remember the. I need a notepad and pen as well.
Yeah.
Freeze.
It's still new.
Just 1.
Just the 1. Yeah, he does. Bravery time. I lost 1 Saurus Warrior. I lost the whole Bastillodon, so I don't need to do anything for him. I lost 1 Saurus Warrior, so again, Bravery 10, can't do anything. However, you lost 4 Phoenix Guard. Plus, I have this guy. He's got a banner. Basically, Lizardmen banners increase your wound total or things by 1, so you've technically got 5. So what's your bravery?
My bravery is normally 7. I +1 for my banner, but I +2 if I'm within 8 inches of Highborn. They are Highborn. So my bravery is 9.
So you need a... Oh, you've lost another wound. Because of my banner!
And their special ability doesn't affect battle shock tests, so I can't roll for that.
Cool. So let's go into my turn 3, shall we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Phase, rolling for that. They're fine. And he's fine. So you get to re-roll your wounds now.
More movement.
You were kind of trying to do a fatal blow into the lines of the High Elves. What are you going to do in your shooting phase?
He's going to shoot them.
Swordmasters.
After he's shot them.
Okay.
So the javelins from the skinks that are actually on there but not. 5s.
Nothing.
Anything within 8 inches.
Yeah, that's my spear. A kind of crazy flamer-esque weapon for him now, hitting 14 of my spearmen. Freeze and freeze. There's going to be a few spearmen dying.
There's no rend and it's 1 damage.
Wow.
7.
And all I have is a 5-up save. So that, yeah, that's
6.
I think I rolled too many die.
No.
Because I don't want to roll that many. The starbolt from
Priest.
the skink priest in the terrain.
To the
Swordmasters. On a 5, you hit.
It's D3.
Oh, sorry, D3.
3 to wound. 3 to hit, 3 to wound.
You missed. Declare.
Charge here.
Okay.
Charge here.
Okay.
Cavalry.
You've rolled a double 1s. And now you're in with that guy though. Choosing to do this one first. Massive horns first.
3 attacks, meaning 3s, and then 3s. They are -3 to your rend, and they do 1 damage each.
So that's 2
2
dead.
damage each.
That's 4 dead. Crushing Stomp. I think I'm just going to remove that unit.
I get 14. That's where I got the 14 attacks.
Okay, I'm going to remove the unit. You've killed them. There's 6 left, Iain.
Oh, but I need 4s and 3s. There's no rend.
You're going to get 9 wounds.
Nope. 5.
Three.
2 Phoenix Guard left.
I choose the Phoenix Guard. They don't choose me, apparently. 1 wound!
Yes. There is now 3-inch piling. I'll just eat you there.
regular blades. Got a lot of 4s there, didn't I? And now needing 3s. With the rerolls. Because of the terrain. I remembered! That's 4 wounds. Oh. Oh.
One is dead. I'll take the banner.
And then my bites.
Ow!
And nothing. Yes.
And
oh dear.
Need 4s. I failed completely.
So on to bravery. I lost nothing here.
I lost
1, but 1 plus 6 is 7, so I can't lose any.
I can't lose any.
So we just stay there.
Here though.
I didn't lose any.
Yeah, you killed about 13, I think. So yeah, they're dead.
Awkward.
Didn't do anything back to you.
That was my time 3.
Yeah, we roll off now.
We roll off.
If you win this, roll off. It could be you. Oh. Yeah, you might win this now.
Ooh.
Activate an ability in the hero phase, but you need to roll for your terrain first.
Yes.
So roll d6 for the skink priest. On a 1, you are befuddled and can't do anything. And now you roll for the Saurus warriors. You were not befuddled, you were re-rolled. Movement phase, the Saurus cavalry are aiming to get the swordmasters, and the Stegodon is looking to charge here. What are you going to do?
Shoot.
Javelins.
They're obviously 2 separate units.
They are 2 separate units.
I'm going to go against the lawnmower.
The lawnmower of Lawmasterness.
Just because I can remember his name.
But you didn't remember his name.
I did. Lawnmower.
You didn't do anything. Flower thrower.
Hits. That is a wound.
Any Wrens?
Wrens.
On a 6, I am fine with that. Matter phase now, what are you going to charge?
The cavalry into your swordmen.
Okay, I'm going to Overwatch.
And I'm going to jink my Stegodon. No, he's going to go against your Lawmaster.
Lawmaster. Okay. I don't know how you're going to do that.
He's a big dinosaur. He'll push the bricks out of the way.
He'll push the bricks out of the way and that unit.
Well, fine. I'll go to him then.
The mage.
Yes.
Okay. You made it in. Now these, if you roll a double 1, you fail. But you didn't, so they're in as well. The cavalry first, because it is your turn. Freeze to hit. Freeze to wound. 1. Any Wrens?
No Wrens.
That is a save, sir. Shields now.
Nothing.
And now the cold one cavalry lizards. They hit better than your actual warriors.
Yeah, it's because they just bite you. They don't need to hit
I love how in last edition
Fours.
they were stupid and not very good. And no, yeah.
6 wounds.
No Wrens. 4 ups. I've lost.
Sword masters now. But you've got 7, including your chief.
What?
You've got 7 guys, including your chief.
Can only see. There he is. He's stuck underneath your guys.
They were trampling him.
Okay.
And 3s.
It's a reroll. 1s to hit. Come on! Papa needs a new hat! 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. You ignore any Wrens, so just 9 saves. Oh wow. Okay, Iain now chooses the Stegodon to go first against the Mage. 3s.
And 3s. 8 attacks. 4s. Then 3s. No rend, 1 damage.
1 damage has been done.
Guy.
It's 3 hits. 2 wounds.
1 save.
Fighting to the end.
2 wounds.
Failed both. And yeah, he's dead. We just killed all the Phoenix guards.
Mage against the Stegodon.
That's a hit!
Oh.
That's a wound!
Oh.
Just 1 damage.
Yep.
Yay!
Scoring of 4.
Sugar lumps.
Bravery 8. That is 2 more dead from that unit. I lost 6 wounds. My bravery is 10. So I didn't lose any more. Over there, I can't lose any.
My bravery is 7.
And you can't lose any. So we go into your half.
Hero phase, I'm going to shoot into this dinosaur, trying to cast the spell. It casts, and now D3 mortal wounds. It does 3 mortal wounds against your... So, wizards doing their spells, it doesn't actually say about you can't cast spells when you're in combat.
So do it.
So the mage is going to try and lay Kamehameha your face. Kamehameha! D3 mortal wounds. Just 1. Movement. Yeah. That's the movement. I'm going to go straight into the combat and start with the Swordmasters.
So needing 3s but gets to reroll 1s.
Swordmasters are devastating in this game. Right? They were written off last edition.
It's not an edition, it's a completely different game.
Okay, well they were written off in fantasy game, but in this game they're great. So
yeah, they're dead.
okay, so that unit is now dead. Whoopee! And now it is the Stegodon's time to attack the mage.
You have... Whoa.
It doesn't matter, I failed it.
-2 rend.
Okay, well that goes through my armour then.
And it's 2 damage.
Okay, so I've lost 2, so I'm on 3 now. Any more attacks?
Yeah, his stomping.
Stomp, 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 stomp. Yeah, you think you can this mage. What did you need to wound?
4s to hit, 3s to wound, no rend, 1 damage.
Yeah, he's dead. Just kill my mage. Right. So that is the end of turn 4 we've decided. We're now going to roll off for turn 5. Oh, it was a 5 and then it rolled back onto a 1! Oh no. He is befuddled once again.
Still befuddled, he's just...
Moving 6 inches, so he's trying to actually get into the Stonehenge there. The movement, Stegosaurus of Love is there, and the Sauruses have moved forward. Shooting?
Yep.
That's the main Lore Master. Or as Iain calls it, the Lawnmower.
4s?
Nothing.
So, combat phase.
What are you going to do? Charges.
Yeah. So, them.
They're in. Get on with him with a 12. And he's in as well. In the Love Shack. What are you going to do first?
This one.
Ooh. Doing the Saurus Warriors first.
4s.
Yeah, that's a good roll. Yeah, that's a really good roll. Coming into your own there, Iain. I've lost one set of attacks because you're cheeky Lizardmen.
Well, if you think about it, they're all done like separately.
Yeah.
Whereas all your attacks are like combined.
Well, no.
Yeah, because you get 3 attacks on your sergeant guy.
Yeah, and 2 normally.
I get 3 attacks
Yeah,
on
but
my sergeant guy.
these are your normal troops.
Yeah.
My normal troops have 1 attack. These are specialist troops you're fighting.
Okay.
So they have 2 attacks normally. So in total you have...
But I need 5s and 4s for this bit.
I should have a headbutt attack. I've got pointy helmets.
I've got sharp teeth. No, nothing.
And whispering good looks. Swordmaster's hitting back.
That's impressive. Oh.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, that many.
They're dead.
And now the Stegodon's attack. Z. Oh, scrolling.
3s. And 3s. They are a -2 rend.
Okay, I got 6s. I lost 2 wounds. Do they do double damage or?
Yes.
So I lost 4. He's only got 1 wound left. But with your 6 attacks that are about to happen, doesn't really matter.
Needing 4s.
Yeah.
And 3s.
Any wounds, Rens?
No rends, just 1.
I passed!
Oh. Oh.
Needing 3s and 3s. That's 2 wounds, -1 rend, which you ignore. They do 1 damage each. So, rolling your 4-up save.
No, it's 5. He hasn't got any on.
Okay, 5 up. Lost 2 wounds. I have a bravery of 7. You've done 4 wounds to me. And on a 4, I've lost another wound.
Kills him.
Kills him. You haven't done enough to lose your bravery though.
So, this being the last turn, it's pretty much all down to this charge. How far?
6-inch charge.
6-inch charge. Oh, gets a 7, he's in!
The game we're playing today is kind of our own thing. Whoever kills the most wounds by the end of turn 5. You've killed 62 wounds.
Oh, you've killed 59.
So I need to kill this guy. So let's go into the combat. You have a -1 rend. That's 8.
So I have a 5 up, but then because I'm wearing a pretty cloth of funness, it's a 4 up, but then because of your 1+ rend, it goes back up to a 5 up. So I've got a 5 up. Oh, he's dead! Oh.
Good game, sir.
Good game.
Good game.
That has meant that it's 63 to 62 in favour of the High Elves. If I had remembered some of the rerolls and stuff, it might have been a bit different though. But good game, thanks very much for watching. He's been Mark from the Xenovids channel.
Hello.
We're leaving now.
Goodbye.
I've been Ian. Goodbye.